Let's talk about the NBA TV deal information that was announced the other day. Just a quick blow by blow. The NBA announced that they'll have a partnership with Amazon, replacing TNT. They said that contrary to reporting, TNT did not match the terms of Amazon's deal, which is why they're going with Amazon. Then TNT issued a press release and said, actually, our shit did match, motherfucker, and we'll see you in court.
In court.
They said court? Right?
Yeah, they threatening legal action.
Okay,
well,
okay. Speak
because
to it.
according to the and I listen, I'm not the most informed person on this. According to my understanding of their contract that between TNT and the NBA, TNT has the right to match any offer, and that if they do match an offer, the NBA has to accept their offer. Mm-hmm. And so, as such, that definition of did they match what Amazon was offering or not has pretty significant consequences, because potentially the NBA could be like, it could be actionably enforced that they have to sign a deal with TNT. So all of that's very fascinating. Aside from that, obviously the three of us have talked quite a bit about how important inside the NBA is to basketball culture. I felt like basketball fans voiced that loudly and clearly over the last year as well. And the NBA has clearly signaled that they could not possibly give less of a fuck. That that part of it, that the enjoyment and the culture does not matter nearly as much as money, obviously, but then also this plan where they're going to have a nationally televised game every night. This is sort of their vision for going forward. But what was your guys' reaction to hearing that TNT might be done with the NBA and we might not have inside the NBA anymore?
Yeah, y'all remember I dropped the whole story about TNT matching in the group chat a couple days back when it happened. I was like, I'm tempering my expectations here because I just don't know how you can either outbid Amazon, or I was like, I'm sure Amazon has like some fucking financial loopholes that I do not understand. We're going with them is still going to make them more money, even if the contract numbers are the same, right? Like, this is a fucking corporation that makes $1 gazillion a month and doesn't pay a penny in taxes, right? Like, they figured out how to game the system, you know what I mean? So I never thought, you just don't go up against Amazon and win, you know what I mean? So I never have my expectations up, and I don't know, bro. It just feels like TNT was like fighting to keep the NBA fun, and they lost. And the NBA was like, nope, we want the money, as should be expected in these situations.
I was thinking, like, why would you even give an offer if it doesn't match? When I heard about it not matching, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? How does that make sense? Hey, we'll give you this. I know it's not as much. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's taking that offer. So I don't know why they would give an offer that doesn't match. So that doesn't make sense to me. But like, see, I think inside the NBA is just as important as the NBA to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as my watching experience, you know what I mean? Like, I like inside the NBA just as much as I like the games. You know what I mean? Losing inside the NBA is a big, 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 big loss. So I really truly can't imagine. I don't know if did I watch basketball before inside the NBA? I feel like it feels like it always was around. You know what I mean? So yeah. I just can't imagine what it would look like afterwards. But I mean, of course they chose the money. And like Tyler said, I feel like you go up against Amazon, you're not going to win. I feel like they're willing to buy the NBA even if they take a loss. You know what I mean? Because of what it does for the brand. Maybe monetarily in that deal itself is a loss, but for the brand, it might be a win. So yeah, G.
It's really sad, and I think a reflection of where we are as a country, that you're like, oh, the mom and pop $billion corporations can't stand up against the real quadrillion-dollar corporations.
The
monopoly. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm sad about that. John, you mentioned how important it was to you just because how much you liked it. I don't know that my son is as nearly as big of a basketball fan without that show. It's a way to, when there's games every night. Like, I think this is something baseball has lacked. This is one of the reasons baseball has struggled with younger viewers. When there's stuff on all the time and there's famous people doing cool shit all the time, you need a funnel experience, is what I always think of it as. And like, if it wasn't for Shaqtin' a Fool, no shit, I don't know that Vinny would be like, he's going to be a lifelong NBA fan. If it's just, hey, this shit's on all the time, there's a game on every night, you're going to always feel like you're missing something. I don't know that you have that bottom rung of the ladder to get new fans in as easily when you start stripping this stuff away. And obviously they don't give a fuck about the long-term picture of that. It's just what was the most money on the table right now. But that's why it makes me sad. It's because I think about that. I think about, okay, Vinny's got a kid. He wants to get into basketball. What's that going to be? Oh, it's on your phone all the time. along with 10 billion
Analytics,
other
that's what's going to
options.
do it. Analytics, the Raptor, the LeBron analytic. You know what I mean? That'll get him.
Those playground arguments about offensive
Right,
efficiency ratings. Yeah. We did get as Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tyler.
No, I was gonna say, something you mentioned about, there's just not like something for youth to really latch on to convert them to NBA fans. Like we had inside stuff growing up every fucking Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
I was
Ahmad Rashad, right?
Yeah, Ahmad Rashad and Willow Bay. Speaking of fucking big ass corporations and shit, did y'all know Willow Bay was married to Bob Iger?
I did not know that.
I did know this because she's the president of the USC Journal, or she's not the president. She was like the dean of the USC Journalism School.
Yeah, so that's wild. I just learned that like a few weeks back there and all this shit. So yeah, like inside stuff was just a staple for our generation on Saturday afternoons. Like they put it on after the cartoons for like the preteens, the adolescent block, like right around Saved by the Bell and shit. And it really lured us in, bro. It was such an incredible show. And I think that show like is very responsible for turning a lot of folks our age into fans when we were kids.
I mean, we got to see these guys as more than athletes. We got to see the personality of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like seeing people like, Shaq. I mean, dude, I watch Shaq and Charles. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, everybody knows Shaq. Charles was a fucking god. Fuck what you saying. A nigga was a dog. And to see Charles, you know what I'm saying, be who he is, like now, like seeing his personality. Brother, as a kid, we thought Charles was a dickhead. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like this was been so. I mean, it was totally the opposite. Like I feel like they had us thinking this. We thought Jordan was who Charles actually is. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like as far as personality wise or whatever. But dog, like seeing these gods be humans is so amazing to me. And so, like, I feel like that's what's special about it. And then the way they get a lot of these athletes to be humans as well. Like, do we get that quote, bring your ass from Anthony Edwards if he's not talking to an inside NBA dude? You know what I'm saying? If he's talking to a square, we might not get that. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
we might get to bring your butt, Yeah.
Bring your tail. Bring your derriere, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hind parts.
Bring your rear end to Minnesota, friend. Pal. Like dog. So yeah.
We have gotten the news that I think we were all simultaneously hoping for / dreading, which is that it does appear that NBC, as part of getting NBA games back, is going to put Mike Tirico as their top play-by-play NBA guy. Gentlemen, can the podcast survive this appointment?
I want to ask you, Mike, how do you feel as an Italian seeing a fellow Italian, receive
this your fault.
such a degree of honor?
I'm down for my paisanos, bro. I ride for my paisanos. I love to see an Italian man winning,
Good to see you. But yeah, I mean, I mean, all jokes aside, I think Tirico's great at what he does.
He's he's great at his job.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I think it's a good choice by them, but the chuckles are gonna just always be there now, especially with me when this motherfucker's calling games. That's just some shit you can't look past, dog. I'm sorry.
I think you two have made that the case for a lot of fans also. Who are gonna have it like director's commentary playing in their head when they're seeing Mike Tirico do NBA games.
Who are they gonna have post game? Like, why do I stay on whatever station or streaming platform it's on? Like, why am I still on Prime after the game? Like, I just can't imagine they build a team up anywhere close to Inside the NBA. Inside the NBA was was perfection.
Here's the rumor mill at this moment is that NBC with Tirico will be doing a basketball night in America that mirrors what they've done with football night in America. That's got a mixture of coaches, and I think it'll be better than what ESPN is doing because ESPN is not very good.
Basketball night in America sounds dry as fuck.
But I agree with you, but it'll be in that model. The talk is that Amazon is going to try and just put the big boy testicles on the table with Inside the NBA and buy as many of those guys as they can. But if you've seen Amazon's
Ernie ain't going on
coverage, Ernie's not going.
Yeah.
So
I think everybody else willing to take that bag.
It'll be a bag, and
it'll be the baggiest bag.
And they've got the money to try and throw at Michael Jordan or Magic or anyone that they want to try and go after, because like Tyler said, they're fucking Amazon. They're not a media company. They're
All right,
we've
bro. Like,
replaced
listen, bro.
the global goods economy company.
Listen to me. If they getting those guys, we enjoyed you, Ernie. MJ and Chuck talking shit with Shaq. Nigga, bro. I don't. Hey.
I don't
Maybe
know.
the universe is on our side here. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
I can't see MJ. I can't see MJ though. I can't see them paying MJ to do. That'd be fire though.
But there are dollar amounts out there, right? TNT has Wayne Gretzky on their, on their broadcast. Now Michael Jordan exists in his own class, but it's not like people don't have numbers, and it's not like there aren't companies willing to hit those numbers. So it'll be interesting to see who they go after, but that's the word seems to be that they're going to try and go for star power and kind of dazzling people. Like, you don't have Underdog putting shit on t-shirts anymore, but we've got Michael Jordan and Chuck like arguing. So we'll see. We've all had a difficult time buying tickets. Lakers games are expensive, but I try and find games to take my son Vinny to. It's hard to find good deals, especially at the last minute.
You shouldn't have to worry when you buy tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you.
The Lakers have a ton of home games the remainder of the year. I like that in the Game Time app, they have last-minute tickets. You can see views from every seat.
Game Time is the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. Their all-in pricing shows your total up front, so you know you're getting a great deal before you buy. They also have the Game Time guarantee, which means you'll always get the best price.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time.
Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code J&J for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code JANDJ for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Forget about what the calendar says. Football season is right around the corner, and that means Best Ball Week at DraftKings isn't far behind. Here's what you need to know. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is their biggest fantasy contest ever. We're talking 15 million guaranteed prize pool with two millionaires being crowned for first and second place.
If you're a set it and forget it type, then Best Ball is for you. No waiver wires, no roster management, bigger roster so injuries won't end your season. Only the draft, and that's it. You're set for the season. And 15 million in prize money is no joke. Still not convinced? Check this out. This year, DraftKings is offering everyone a Draft One, Get One special. Your $20 entry fee scores you a bonus ticket.
Get ready for Best Ball Week at DraftKings. Download the DraftKings app and use code Jenkins. That's code JENKINS, Jenkins, for all customers who enter the NFL Best Ball $15 million millionaire contest to get a bonus ticket. Only during Best Ball Week, only on DraftKings.